Good evening from the Tarble Arena on the campus of Carthage College in Kenosha, Wisconsin. It's Carthage Lady Red basketball tonight as Lady Reds look to get back to 500 as they will play host to UW Stevens Point. Lady Reds come in with a record of 2-3. Stevens Point with a record of 3-2. Lady Reds have dropped two of their last three ball games. They spent last week on the road making a trip through the Midwest Conference, picking up only one win. That was last week Tuesday at Lake Forest. They dropped games at Cornell and on Saturday against Ripon College, 57-54, the final in that one, as Alicia Burgess with 16 points led the way for the Redhawks. Autumn Kalis, a season best 24 points, 6 of 19 from the field, 5 of 10 from three-point range. Sammy Woodward with 9 and 6 rebounds. Haley R with 6 points, 7 boards for the Lady Reds in that loss. And really, that's a story for this team, averaging 63 points per game, but that field goal percentage at 35%. Their three losses this year, Carthage shooting below 32% from the field and average 16 turns per game, whereas in the regular season, or I should say take out those three losses, and they are at around 12 turns per game. This is a very good Stevens Point team that comes in here. They've been the road warriors to start this season. They've played 5 of their first 6 games on the road, including tonight. This is a team that's been picked 7th out of the 8 teams in the WIAC by the league coaches, and they finished 8-18, 4-10 in WIAC play a year ago. They're coming off a tough loss at North Central on Saturday, 60-59. They had a chance to win the ball game. Amber Bayman's three-point attempt at the buzzer clanked off as time expired. She finished with 12 points. Jamie Pfeiffer with 12 points and 5 rebounds. And Carly Serrato, who was just a danger last year to this Lady Red team up at Stevens Point from the three-point arc, finished with 11 points in that loss to North Central. Bayman comes in as their team leader in points per game. Field goal percentage at better than 62%. She's 53% from the arc, and she leads the team in rebounding at 5.5%. Junior forward Bailey Collins averages 10 points a game. She was second in the Wisconsin League, shooting at 51% a year ago, and both Bayman and Collins named honorable mention All-Conference last season. Well, this all-time series is knotted at 2 games apiece. Lady Reds winning 2 straight in this series, including the 87-76 victory last December in Stevens Point. We'll get head coach Tim Bernero's view on tonight's ball game as the Lady Reds look to get back to 500 as they take on UW Stevens Point tonight from the Tarble Arena. More with the coach following this 60-second break. You're listening to Lady Red Basketball on AM 1050 WLIP.
Welcome back to the Tarble Arena, everyone, as we get set for Lady Red basketball tonight. Carthage and UW Stevens Point, a series that's split right down the middle, 2-2. And this one will decide it here for the meantime, joined now by head basketball coach Tim Bernero. And team's been off to kind of a slow start to begin this year, 2-3, and up and down. Consistency just hasn't really been the thing just yet.
And it's interesting because the offense is what's gotten away from us. Our defense wasn't great the first game. It's been better as we've gone through. We'll be tested tonight by a physical, bigger team in Stevens Point. But we just haven't, we've had 1 out of 5 where our offense really clicked and we got everybody kind of going at the same time, and that was a week ago at Lake Forest. So we're still trying to get that consistency across the board and get multiple people scoring at the same time and not kind of try to ride just one person all the way through.
Somewhat surprising given senior leadership and the fact you've got 3 very good shooters on the floor pretty much at all the time. So you'd think the odds would be in your favor that 2 out of the 3 would be hitting it.
Yeah, and I don't know whether we're thinking too much or trying to over process these things. It's I think we showed them some stuff in the film from the game Saturday that we need to execute our stuff a little crisper. I mean, we were just a little bit sloppy, and teams that are aggressive defensively can kind of take you off path a little bit. But we've got a lot of options. We've got a lot of different things we can do offensively and schematically, and we just got to get everybody in the right place and making the right decisions. We made a couple bad decisions down the stretch that cost us turnovers in a 1-possession game at Ripon, and it was stuff where we should know better, and we turned the ball over early in the shot clock when we really didn't need to.
I was going to say, going back even to the Fontbonne game, I know you weren't happy with the way that game got closed out, and then you look at what took place Saturday, a lot of similarity there.
Yeah, I mean, the Fontbonne game, they kind of lulled us to sleep at their pace offensively, and when we got back to a faster pace, I think we defended better. The game at Cornell, we just didn't make shots. I mean, they zoned us in a different type of zone, but we had shots available. We just didn't execute and make those shots when we had chances to. And, we just got to put ourselves in better positions. There's certain things that you have to execute that will open up better shots, and we haven't done that consistently for 40 minutes. So if we do that, you're right, John, our skill will take over and we'll make shots that come our way.
Talked about Stevens Point. This is a more physical team. They bring back 4 starters from a year ago, so an experienced team to boot. And they've kind of been up and down, too, a 3-2 record coming into the game tonight.
And they're a team that's brought a lot of people back from a young team last year, so their growth is, it can come at any moment right now. They're not fully to where they want to be either, but I think we need to make sure we don't let them get comfortable doing what they do well, because it's interesting. They played 5 games. They've had 3 games where they've out-rebounded teams by 20 plus, and they've also had 1 game where they were out-rebounded by 20. So, they've had various levels of competition like most of us do through the early part of the season, but still, the fact that they're able to do that, but not invincible, that if you meet them head on, you can take care of those things. And we did that. Was one of the things I was really happy about at Lake Forest, a team that was averaging 16 offensive rebounds. We held to 8. That got away from us at Ripon a little bit. They were, I think, at 12, which was more than they should have been. And tonight, that'll be a big factor.
I was going to say the offensive rebound, particularly from their guards. I was looking at the rebounding totals. Their guards, 3, 4, 5 boards a ball game. So the guards are putting it up, but they're following their shot.
Yeah, and their offensive system inverts a lot of the kids, so they'll have guards posting up. So we need 1 through 5 to be able to guard the lane area, guard the post, and then block them off the boards, because they keep moving and changing who's in there. We have to be in positions where we can make that difficult for them.
Leads us to our keys to the ball game tonight. What's it going to take for a Lady Red win?
I think we have to be able to match their physicality so that they don't get advantages just throwing the ball, pounding the ball inside with any of their people. They've got 2 pretty quality 3-point shooters that Serrato, who made 5 against us last year in a high-scoring game where we scored 87, but we want to keep her and Bayman under control a little bit, and then find our stride offensively. And we've tried a lot of different things, and hopefully we're about ready to click and kick that door down. And if we do, we'll be in good shape.
Big ball game with the holiday coming up. Conference play starts next Wednesday, so this is important.
Yeah, you always like that good feeling going into the holidays, and you kind of get ready to go forward. It's interesting. We don't have the for the Bill and Pete and those guys were off this Thursday. I thought they could have done like you and I, like Bill Walton and Jason Benetti. They could have played the best of or something on Thursday. We could have done some silly stuff, but yeah. So it's always, you'd like to go into the break with a good feeling. So a win tonight would go a long way for that.
Let's go get one.
Thanks, John.
Head basketball coach Tim Bernero joining us on our pregame. No, I don't want Bill's job in the morning. No, thank you. We'll be back with starting lineups and tip-off of tonight's Lady Reds basketball game right after this on AM 1050 WLIP.
John Weiser back with you from the Tarble Arena tonight. Carthage Lady Red basketball on AM 1050 WLIP as the Lady Reds close out the home portion of the non-conference schedule with a game here against UW Stevens Point. Conference play begins next week, Wednesday. Lady Reds will be at Elmhurst on December the 4th to open up the CCIW play. A couple of games going on already tonight. One final in on the women's ledger, and it was Benedictine University over North Central tonight, 70-56 in women's basketball. So the Cardinals now 3-3 on the season. A halftime score down in Decatur, the Red Hot Milliken Big Blue off to a 5-0 start. They lead Webster 38-27, that game at the half. And one other game going on as we speak, and that is Carroll out in Waukesha playing host to Holy Family College, the former Silver Lake College, and it's Carroll
now.
offensive. For that time at the little swipe move, then dribbled past her, stepped inside the arc and hit the 20-footer. 4 points for Woodward. An 11-3 run to open up the ball game for the Lady Reds. 6:25 to play. Now a 3 on the way right side. That one's no good. Rebound to the free throw line collected by Kalis. She'll take the dribble across midcourt. Off to Kelber. Shot fakes. Now dribbles. Dumps it to Berrigan in the paint. Able to hit. Timeout. Stevens Point. 15-3 run for the Lady Reds as Berrigan able to connect. And a timeout taken by the Pointers. It'll be a 30-second timeout. Reds now 6 of 7 from the field. 1 for but tapped the ball back out, picked up by Slowick. A fresh shot clock at 20. Now they work it over to the far side. Jump shot taken at the baseline, right side, no good. Haley R able to clear it out. Reds doing a nice job on the glass as well. 5-2 advantage on the glass. Now Kalish for 3 right side. That one is short. Try to save by Haley R, but it goes off of R, out of bounds to the Pointers. Berrigan will check out. Checking in for the Lady Reds will be Kelsey Cashon. Cashon, a 6-foot sophomore out of Kenosha Tremper. 15-3 Lady Reds. 4.5 minutes to go first quarter. If you're just joining us, Carthage basketball tonight on AM 1050 WLIP. Glad you're along. It's pre-Thanksgiving basketball game. Slowick takes the dribble around the top. Hands it off to Moran. Cut off inside by R. Back out to Serrato. Serrato guarded by Woodward. Dumps it to her left to Moran. Moran fell down and they're going to get bailed out with a foul. Oh my gosh. She was falling down out of control and they bail her out with a foul called on the Lady Reds. It'll go on Haley R, her first, 3rd team foul. Amanda Larson will check in now for the Lady Reds, replacing Maddie Kalber. Sam Capadora, 5'8" freshman out of Granton, Neillsville High School. in there now for the Pointers. That shot tipped, blocked, taken away by Woodward. To Larson coming down the left side, back to Woodward. Open three, left side, rattles off, no good. Battle for the board inside, taken in by Pfeiffer for Stevens Point. 3:45 to play, 15-3, Reds in front. Pointers 1 for 8 tonight. Open this one up. Now they work it inside, high off the glass, Capadora missing. R with the rebound, gives it off to Kalis. Autumn Kalis, 24 points in that loss on Saturday at Ripon. Drives the basket, going hard, and gets the foul as she's knocked to the floor. Nice run up that time, going up the left baseline by Kalis. She'll get to the line to shoot 2. Foul will go on Jamie Pfeiffer, her first, second team foul. Kalis at the line for a pair, 84% from the line this year. Drops in the first. First points tonight for Autumn Kalis. Second one good as well. Substitution here for the Lady Reds. Berrigan will check in, back in for Haley R. Set the floor for you. It's Larson, Kalis, Berrigan, Kashan, and Woodward for the Lady Reds. Capadora, along with Greenheck, Moran, and Slowick. Slowick with it now. In front of Larson, takes an air ball 3. Saved from going out. It's loose. Berrigan able to pick it up here in the near corner, left side. Carthage will bring it up. 17-3, Lady Reds. Off to a great start here. Need to maintain this. Kashan now to Berrigan. Free throw line jumper. Back iron miss. Rebound Pfeiffer for the Pointers. 2:35 to go now in this first quarter. Shot partially blocked. Pull down. Pointers, let's see if they'll play it for 1 here. They can if they want to. About a 5/10 of a difference on the clock. And now we got a foul. Berrigan inside. That's not what you wanted there. Maggie Berrigan with a push. That is her first, 4th team foul. Collins, Schmidt, and Bayman in now for the Pointers. Pointers will inbound, 12.6 to play in the quarter. They get into the corner to Collins. Back up top around to Slowick. Down in the hands right side is Schmidt. Going up and count it and one. Schmidt dishing to Collins that time. Able to finish low right. Foul will go on Amanda Larson. Completes the three-point play. 3 points on the night for Collins. Final 3 seconds here. Kalis across midcourt. She'll fire at the buzzer. It'll roll off the rim, no good, and the Reds take a 10-point lead into the second quarter. Carthage Lady Red basketball tonight on 1050 WLIP. Lady Reds 21, UW Stevens Point 11. Back after this on AM 1050 WLIP. Tarble out there for the Lady Reds. Wood swings it off left side to Larson. Back to Woodward. Jump pass inside R. Turnaround shot right block. Rattles in and out. Tough break. Ball was halfway down and popped back out. Rebound to the Pointers. Carthage winning that board battle 10-6 right now. Serrato now gets it off to Collins. Back in the hands of Bayman. Now to Slowick. Inside they'll try now to Collins, going low right around Kashan, missing the shot. Ball tipped through R. Kashan comes away with it. Minute into our second quarter, 21-11, Lady Reds. Trying to get back to the 500 mark. Now we got a whistle and a foul, and Haley R. taking a spill in the paint. Let's see. Foul's going to go on Serrato, I believe. That is her first team foul. Reset the shot clock to 20. Reds will inbound right of the basket. Again, Kelber knocked to the floor, no call. And what do we have? 5-second count on Woodward, but that's because Kelber was trying to come around to catch the inbound pass and was knocked to the floor. And we told you this is going to be a physical game tonight, but Larson comes out now. Checking in for the Lady Reds, that's Lauren Herman, 5'7" sophomore out of Hampshire, Illinois. Herman, this is her first appearance. As they try and force it inside, Serrato's pass skips out of bounds underneath the basket. Was looking that time for Bailey Collins and turns it over. Third turnover by the Pointers. Lady Reds with just one turnover tonight. Now Herman with it, high on the wing. Right side, swings it left side to Woodward. Woodward inside to R, low right, going up, draws the foul. Nope, traveled with the basketball. Turned it over. She anticipated the contact that time, but shuffled the feet before she got the shot away. I mentioned just the second turnover by the Lady Reds tonight. 21-11 Carthage, 2 minutes into the second quarter. Serrato with it, reversing all the way around right side for the three attempt by Bayman's no good. And the rebound to Woodward. Back out to Kalber for three, drops it in. Maddie Kalber with her second triple tonight. She's 2 for 2 from the arc. She has 6 points. 24-11, largest lead now for the Lady Reds. We got a foul inside on Carthage. Gonna go on Lauren Herman, 5'7" guard, making her first appearance for the Lady Reds tonight. Now they get it inbounds to Collins, and she traveled with the basketball. Good job defensively by Berrigan, cut her off at the right block, forced her into that travel. Fifth turnover by the Pointers tonight. 7:25 to go, second quarter, 24-11 Lady Reds. Herman tries to pass it inside, and it's intercepted by Schmidt. Back come the Pointers. Serrato with it now, high on the right. Up top of the circle it goes. Collins puts it on the floor to the free throw line. Back out to Serrato, right wing. Shot clock to 12. Kick to the left wing now. Greenheck for three, got it. A little late getting over there that time was Kalber on the switch off, and she has 5 points now. Pointers back to within 10, 24-14. Kalber now driving in. Pulls up, gives it off to Arr, and a crow hop, turns it over again. Second turnover by Haley Arr. Jamie Pfeiffer will check in now for Stevens Point, replacing Kellen Schmidt. Maddie Kalber will exit now. Autumn Kalis back in for the Lady Reds. 10-point Lady Red lead. Led from the get-go here tonight. Pfeiffer with it up top. Gives up the dribble, now swings it off left side, Greenheck. To the left corner it goes, Jordan Ellis. Ellis out of Winneconne, Wisconsin. Leaves it for Schmidt, takes the top of the circle jumper, and it is good. Schmidt just inside the three-point arc, top of the circle, able to knock that one down. Her first points tonight. 24-16. Kalis for three, straight on. That's off the back heel, no good. Herman able to slap it out of bounds off of the point defender. It'll be Carthage ball, right side of the basket. Kalis gets it back up top. Woodward will fire the three off the inbound. That one's no good. Battle for the loose ball. Tipped through Herman's hands and taken away by Stevens Point. Pointers bring it down. Serrato below the arc, left side. Hands it back off to Jordan Ellis. They work the right side now. Greenheck with it. Back to Serrato. Left side three on the way. That one is short. Battle for the loose ball. Goes out of bounds off of Stevens Point. Berrigan battling Schmidt that time inside, and it rolls, Pfeiffer, and it rolls off of Pfeiffer out of bounds. 5.5 minutes to go here in this first half. That's led by as many as 14. It's an 8-point Carthage lead right now. Berrigan catches that one down low right. Tried to throw it back up top. That was intercepted. Now back out to Kalis. Now back inside to Berrigan. Had her shot blocked from behind cleanly by Jamie Pfeiffer. Now the Pointers will set it up. Serrato with it. Near wing, left side Schmidt. Now Serrato gets it back high on the right, guarded by Woodward. Back up top it'll go. Ellis, and we got a whistle and a foul inside. Bayman will check back in. Kelsey Cachon will check in now, replacing Maggie Berrigan. Ball was kicked out of bounds, so fresh 20 seconds here on the shot clock for the Pointers. Under 5 minutes to play, first half, 24-16, Lady Reds. Working the dribble off the right side, Bayman. Reverse layup attempt, no good. Rebound pulled in there by Sammy Woodward. Woodward down the right side. Woodward going to take it right to the rack and up and in. Woodward kind of jogged up as she got to the free throw line, then turned it into third gear as she head to the basket low right and able to finish with the layup. She leads all scorers with 8. Lead back to 10 now for Carthage. Working around Greenheck. Dumps it to Serrano, driving in left side, double team. And they throw it back out for the 3. Barely drew iron that time by Greenheck, and Kalis able to flag down the rebound. Kalis at the center circle. Works it off right side to Kalber. Left-hand dribble to the free throw line. Back up top it'll go to Woodward. Inside to R. R working the right block, and she got pushed off her spot and the foul called. She's trying to work a one-on-one move with Kellen Schmidt, and Schmidt with the foul that time. Got her in the back. Second team foul of the quarter. Jessica Slowick will check in, replacing Amber Bayman. Carthage will inbound right of the basket. They get it in quickly to Kashan, and she had her shot blocked by Pfeiffer. Second block by Pfeiffer. Make it her third block tonight for Jamie Pfeiffer. Chance to cut it to single digits here. On the drive, the run up left side, shot no good, rebound goes in. Jamie Pfeiffer with the stick back off the miss by Taylor Greenheck, and a timeout taken by the Lady Reds. Lead down to 8, 26-18 with exactly 3.5 minutes remaining here in this first half. Did you know that Carthage College offers a Master of Science degree in the thriving field of business design and innovation? More targeted than an MBA program, it can be completed in 10 months. Design is a creative approach to solving complex problems. And the Carthage BDI program prepares graduates to lead and manage high-performing cross-functional teams, design innovative solutions, and develop effective strategies and programs for private, nonprofit, and government sectors. To find out more about this graduate and all of the graduate programs at Carthage College, call the Graduate Admissions Office, 262-551-5734, or online at carthage.edu/graduate. 3:25 remaining here in this first half. Carthage up by 8, led by as many as 14. They had a whistle and a foul as Haley R. came up to set the screen, and are they going to call her for the foul? She came out to set the ball screen. I thought she kept her position on the floor, and the player for Stevens Point ran into her. She didn't stick her arms out. She just slid up, stood there, and took the brunt of that. She'll have to come out now. R with 3 fouls. Now they'll work it inside. Ball juggled, caught, and then laying up left side, Kellen Schmidt. It's a 6-point game. (19-2) run over the last 4 minutes now, and now the ball out of bounds, and the Lady Reds turn it over. So 19-2 run has brought this game back to within 6. Check that, a 9-2 run brings it to within 6 as they work it inside. And head and shoulder fake. They're going to call a walk on Pfeiffer inside as she caught that pass low left. Turnover by the Pointers. That is their 6th. Lady Reds with 5 turnovers. 2:25 to play, first half. Reds holding a 6-point lead, led by as many as 14. Now Kalis, nice pass back to Kashan, driving, count it, and 1. Kelsey Kashan off the feed from Kalis coming down the left baseline. Got to the left block, the bump, the bucket, and now the 3-point play. Bailey Collins back in, replacing Jamie Pfeiffer. And Kelsey Kashan at the line for the and 1. Up and in. Kashan now this year at the line, 10 for 11. 29-20, Reds up by 9, 2:14 to play in the half. Swing it off near side, Schmidt throws it away. Tried to get it back up top to Serrato. She wasn't ready for it. Unforced error, the 7th turnover by the Pointers here in this first half. Kalis will walk it across center court. Swings it off right side to Kalber. Gets a ball screen from Berrigan. Works off of that to Woodward. Around the left side down to Kalis. Kalis takes the dribble up top. Left wing three, no good. Battle for the rebound. Picked up in the right corner by Kalber. Back inside to Kashawn. Back out to Berrigan. 20-footer right side won't fall. The rebound pulled in by Greenheck. Now the Pointers will set it up. 1:35 to go in the half. Schmidt reversing it around left side now to Greenheck. Gives it to Serrato. Back up top to Slowick. Shot clock down to 10. Slowick on the drive, the kick to the wing, the three on the way off, and picked up underneath by Sammy Woodward. Schmidt's three that time, well off the mark, and now the Lady Reds will set it up offensively. Kalber takes the dribble between the rings, swings it off left side, Kalis. Ball screen, Kashawn. Bounce feed back to Kashawn. Goes back up with it. Thought she was fouled. No call as she was hounded by Kellen Schmidt, who got the rebound. Under a minute to go now in this first half. They'll work the weave up top. Slowick circles all the way around. Comes back left side. Reaching and getting a hand on it was Kalis and then forced the turnover. Slowick took the dribble around the top of the circle. Came down the left baseline. She was going to go for the shot, put the ball in her hip. Kalis reached in, deflected it, and it went off the left hand and out of bounds by the point player. 8 turns now for the Pointers. 38 seconds to play in the half. 29-20, Lady Reds. Woodward, kick to Kalis. 3 on the way, won't fall. Berrigan with the offensive rebound. She's looking for some help, finds Kalber. She'll fire the 3 and hits off the left wing. Maddie Kalber perfect in this first half. 3 for 3 from the arc. The lead back out to 12. 18 seconds to play. Now driving in left side. Michael Bust, and we got a foul on the Lady Reds. It'll go on Berrigan. It's her third team foul in the act of shooting. Grace Michael Bust, freshman out of Wisconsin Dells High School, 6'2". A lot of height on this Stevens Point team. A team that was predicted by the league coaches for 7th out of that 8-team league. Final 5 seconds here off the miss. Kalber back out to Kalis. Works it off to Woodward with 1, got it away, count it! At the end of the half, Woodward splashing down a left 3. And the Reds build out that 14-point lead yet again. An 8-0 run closing out the half. And the Reds are up by 14. 35-21, Carthage in front of Stevens Point. We'll pause and take a 2-minute break. Back with our halftime programming after this on AM 1050 WLIP. Thank you, sir. Carthage Lady Red basketball on AM 1050 WLIP, brought to you tonight by Mason's Eatery and Pub. They're located on Highway 50 west of Green Bay Road in Kenosha. By Building Waters, Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, that's what they do. And don't forget refrigeration too. By Francetic Tax Resolution. Don't get frantic, get Francetic. Go to 262tax.com. By Luigi's Pizzeria on 39th Avenue, just south of Highway 50. Something Different, a sports fan fantasyland on 6th Avenue in downtown Kenosha. By Berkshire Hathaway Epic Real Estate. The Sinus and Snoring MD.com. That's Dr. Swerdlin with offices on Green Bay Road in Kenosha. By our friends at Lynch Chevrolet of Kenosha. They're located just east of I-94 on Highway 50. By Ruffalo's 2 Family Restaurant, located on 45th Street, Kenosha. By Lou Perini's Gas and Grocery, home of Mama P's Ho-Ho Cakes on Sheridan Road and 52nd Street. By Wingstop of Kenosha. By the Vigiano Insurance Agency. Call Steve, he'll shop for your insurance needs. By Louis Aceto and the fine folks at S.J. Crystal's Menswear. For the finest of men's fashions, it's clearly S.J. Crystal's on 6th Avenue and 57th Street in downtown Kenosha. By Dickey's Barbecue Pit and by Westosha Sports Complex. Zero to Hero Conditioning. Visit WestoshaSportsComplex.com. John Weiser back with you at the Tarble Arena in Kenosha. Carthage Lady Reds got off to a great start tonight. They hit 7 of their first 8 shots, opened up an 11-3 or a 13-3 lead, led 21-11 after 1. Then Stevens Point found their legs here a little bit midway through this second quarter and took what was a 14-point lead, went on a 9-1 run, cut that down to 6 at one point, 27-21. But the Lady Reds closing out this second quarter with an 8-0 run of their own to build out a 35-21 advantage. Running the numbers here in this first half, Lady Reds were led by Sammy Woodward with 11, including the buzzer beater to end the second quarter, a three-pointer for Woodward at the end of the quarter. She has 11 to lead all scores. 9 for Maddie Kalber, 6 for Maggie Berrigan, 5 for Kelsey Cashon, and 2 each for Autumn Kalis and Haley R. Kalis 0 for 6 from the field so far. Meanwhile, for Stevens Point, they were led by Taylor Greenheck with 5, 4 points for Kellen Schmidt, 3 points for Bailey Collins, 3 for Carly Serrato, 3 for Aaron Moran, 2 for Jamie Pfeiffer, and 1 by Grace Michaelbust. Team numbers in that first half. Carthage in the first half, 30, make that 48%, 14 of 29. Reds were 5 of 14 in that second quarter to go 14 of 29 for the half, 48%. Reds were 4 of 11 from the 3, 36%, and they made all 3 of their free throws in that first half. Meanwhile, for UW Stevens Point, 36% shooting in that second quarter, 4 of 11 for the game, 8 for 25, 32%. They were just 1 for 5 at the arc in that second quarter. For the half, 3 for 10, 30%, and 2 of 3 at the line. Rebounding, Lady Reds a +7 on the glass thus far, out-rebounding the Pointers 20-13. Reds getting 5 offensive boards, only 3 offensive rebounds for the Stevens Point Pointers. Leading rebounders for the Lady Reds, Woodward with 4, R with 4, and Kelsey Cashon with 4. Reds forced 8 turnovers, leading to 10 Carthage points in that first half. Meanwhile, the Lady Reds turned it over 5 times, leading to 5 Stevens Point points. Carthage outscoring the Pointers 10-8 in the paint, 7-2 on second chance points. And the Pointers outscoring the Lady Reds 6-5 off the bench. Reds have led right from the start, and they lead it here at the half, 35-21. Couple of finals in women's basketball tonight involving CCIW schools. North Central at home in Naperville fell to Benedictine tonight. Eagles getting the Cardinals 70-56, the final in that one. The Cardinals now 3-3 on the season. Game just went final down in Decatur. Milliken off to a 6-0 start as they knocked off Webster tonight 78-56. So the upstart Milliken Big Blue, one of 2 undefeated teams in the women's standings coming into play tonight. Milliken at 6-0, North Park at 4-0 on the women's side. Games in progress. Halftime out in Whitewater. UW Whitewater drilling Elmhurst right now. It is 57-22 in favor of the Warhawks. Grundall with 17 to lead the way for Whitewater. Only 6 points for Queen Jean. 6 points for the Blue Jays. 57-22 Whitewater over the Blue Jays. They're now headed to the 4th quarter out in Waukesha. Carroll running laps around Holy Family College. 80-30 the score in that one. As the Pioneers have emptied the bench. Stefka off the bench with 19 for Carroll in that one. 80-30 Carroll, 4th quarter over Holy Family College. Halftime down in Chicago. Dominican University playing host to the 16th ranked Wheaton Thunder. Wheaton leading the Stars 38-30 at the half. Hannah Frazier with 8. Brianna Zeller with 7 to lead the way for Wheaton tonight. Balan with 6 for the Stars. Wheaton leading 38-30 in front of the Dominican Stars. And the Reds and Redmond will have the Thanksgiving weekend off. Redmond will practice tomorrow. Lady Reds will go through a walkthrough and film tomorrow as well. They will both have Thursday off, get back onto the practice floor Friday and Saturday, and then get back at it real hard Monday and Tuesday next week before both teams open up conference play next week, Wednesday. 1 week from tomorrow, December the 4th, it will be conference CCIW play. And the Lady Reds will be at Elmhurst to take on the Blue Jays. The Redmen will be here at home to take on conference favorite North Central. Men's coaches in the league have predicted North Central to win the conference this year, followed by Augustana in 2nd, Illinois Wesleyan 3rd, Carthage Redmen picked for 4th by the league's coaches. Lady Reds picked for 3rd by their respective coaches on the women's side. So we'll see how that plays out. But with the addition of Carroll coming back to the league, conference play starting before Christmas. So the Redmond and Lady Reds will get 2 games in conference play before a couple of non-conference games and then trips. Redmond will head to Puerto Rico before Christmas. The Lady Reds will head to Nashville after Christmas. So plenty of action yet to unfold. And you gotta like the way things are going right now for the Lady Reds. Getting a good start. Got a little sloppy in that 2nd quarter, but were able to recover. Lead down to 6. They built it back out to 14 here, 35-21. And some awards this week. Nice one here. And I was talking to Bosco before the game right after the men's practice tonight. And Bosco Jurikovic was named HoopDirt.com Division III Coach of the Week. I've never heard of this group, but Mike, our sports information director, and Sam Boyle, our assistant sports information director, say, oh yeah, this is big. HoopDirt.com Coach of the Week, as the Redmen went 3-0 this past week with wins over number 2 and defending national champ UW Oshkosh, and then beating Finlandia and Rose-Hulman to win the Honda of Kenosha Classic. And Carthage defense holding UW Oshkosh to 28% from the floor. And again, the coaches selected for this weekly honor now eligible to receive the HoopDirt.com National Coach of the Year Award presented by Just Play Solutions. That'll be announced at the conclusion of the basketball season, so Bosco's in the running for that. So again, congratulations to Bosco Jurikovic. And incidentally, with conference play starting next week, Wednesday, Bosco just 2 wins away from becoming only the second coach in CCIW men's basketball history to win 300 or more conference games. Great Denny Bridges, the other 300-plus winner on the men's ledger for CCIW conference games. So he'll be joining an elite group, hopefully early this season. Get that one out of the way. 35-21, Reds lead it here. Both teams back up on the floor, getting ready for second half action. Again, Thanksgiving break here at Carthage. No classes tomorrow. Classes will resume on Monday. So kind of a getaway day for the rest of the student body. Impressed with the folks who are here tonight, despite the weather and despite the start of Thanksgiving break here on campus. Good turnout tonight. Hope you'll have a safe and happy Thanksgiving. Wherever you have us tuned in, you can always take us on the WLIP app on your phone or follow us here at Carthage College, carthage.edu, WLIP.com. Just plug in your laptop. We have links on our athletic page to get you to the audio, so you're always connected to Lady Red and Redmen basketball. Reds can't go to sleep here. They've got to come out, continue the momentum here in this second half. Serrato, Greenheck, Collins. It's like the starting 5 out there. Serrato, Greenheck, Collins, Schmidt, and Bayman. Carthage, their starting 5 out there of Woodward, Kalber, Kalis, R, and Berrigan. Carthage ball to begin this second half. They'll go right to left. As we view it here, Dorian Stewart ready to put the ball in play here. And we are underway in this third quarter. Reds up 14. Kalis swings over to the right side, up top to R, around to Berrigan. Now to Woodward on the left wing near side. Back up top to Kalber, back to Woodward. Puts it on the floor, takes the dribble back out, now back to Kalber. Kalber with Bayman on her now, works it off to Woodward. Inside R, turning on the left block. Shot rejected inside. She tried to put a move that time on Schmidt. Had it blocked right back in her face. As the 4th block by the Pointers tonight. First one by Schmidt. Now they'll set it up. Greenheck works it off far side. Kellen Schmidt back to Greenheck, reversing right side now to Bayman. Bayman gets it down low, off the rim, no good. Ball tips around, brought down by Autumn Kalis, but she was standing over the end line underneath the basket when she made contact with the ball. Stevens Point will get it back. Shot clock set to 20. Tough break there. Pointers will put it in play. We're a minute in to our third quarter here. Working it is Schmidt. Cut off nicely by R. Has to get it back up top. Serrato with it. Shot clock under 10. Working it now is Greenheck. Back to the corner. Schmidt, left corner floater. Won't fall. Battle for the rebound. R comes away with it. Good defensive effort by the Lady Reds. Turn the pointers away. Now Carthage will set it up. R, right side. Middle of the floor now, Kalis. Works it off right wing. Woodward for the three off the right elbow. Won't fall. Rebound inside by Collins. She'll clear it out to Greenheck. Works it near wing. Bayman to Serrato. Left side it'll go. Schmidt. Now back into the hands of Greenheck on the drive, and we got a whistle and a foul. Offensive foul on Stevens Point. It'll go on Bailey Collins. Moving screen. First team foul of the second half for either squad. 35-21 Reds, 2 minutes in to our third quarter. Reds have led from the opening tip here tonight. Berrigan down low right, has traffic, now gets it back out to R, to Kalber, jump stop, in the paint, off the glass, count it, and the foul. Nice move by Maddie Kalber. Little jump stop in the lane, then leaned in low left, banked it home, and gets to the line to complete the three-point play. Nicely done. Foul on Bailey Collins. That's her second team foul. Kalber to clean up the and one. It's on the way and good. Three-point play for Kalber. Now leads all scorers with 12 tonight. Largest lead of the game at 17. 38-21 Carthage. 7:45 to play third. They bring it back up top. Schmidt back inside low right, and the finish by Bailey Collins. The 6'1 junior out of Milton able to make the layup. She has 5. 38-23 Reds. Kalis brings it down. Gets it to Kalber on the left wing. Brings it back up top with the right hand dribble. Now swings it off. Right side, Kalis at the right elbow. Kalis below the arc. Now gets it back to Kalber left side. Looking for Kalber, and Kalber threw it away looking for Kalis. Kalis cut back inside. Kalber kind of a no-look pass that time. Thought Kalis was going to hold her position. First turnover of the second half by the Lady Reds. 38-23 Carthage, 7 minutes to go in the third. Out of the left corner, Bayman pulls up, 16-footer, crawls off the rim, no good. Haley R with another rebound for Carthage. R with 6 boards. She leads the team in that category tonight. Kalis will set it up to Woodward, left wing. To Berrigan, top of the circle, ball above her head. Now swings it over right side to Kalis, now driving, pulls up, 16-footer, banking, and good. Kalis using the window off the right side dribble that time, pulled up, little 15-footer off the glass and down, 4 points for Kalis, her first field goal tonight. She is 1 for 8, 40-23. Now they break it up, Kalber all the way out near the center circle. Greenheck flags it down. Greenheck with 9 on the shot clock. Left of the free throw line, double teamed. Now gets in the left corner. Bayman for 3, got it. Again, they double team the ball. That left Bayman open in the left corner, and she's able to drop in the triple. First points tonight for Bayman. 1 for 6 now from the field, 1 for 3 at the arc. 40-26 Reds, 5:45 to play in the third. Kalis through the top. Nearly had it picked off to Kalber. Gets it back to Kalis. Now into R. Can't handle the pass. Now gathers it in. Goes up, missing. Got her own rebound. Tries to go back up with it and was fouled while she was on the floor. Foul's going to go on Kellen Schmidt. Bothering her there. That's 2 on Schmidt. 3 on the team here in this quarter. Pfeiffer will come in, as will Michael Bust. Check that, Aaron Moran and Pfeiffer in, and now we got a whistle and a 5-second count on the Lady Reds. Nope, they're going to call a foul on Haley R. on the stack that time. So are picking up her third. Swinging around, 3 on the way right side, taken by Bayman, no good. Ball's loose on the floor, ball tie up between Kalis and Pfeiffer. Held ball, possession arrow to Stevens Point. Pointers will inbound. They get a fresh shot clock here too, 30 seconds. Right corner. Bayman back up top to Serrano, looking back inside, broken up by Kashan. Ball loose on the floor, another held ball, this time the arrow going the Lady Reds' way. That was created by the pass breakup by Kashan inside. So Kalis now. Kalis, R, Woodward, Kalber, and Kashan on the floor for the Lady Reds. Kalis now, Kashan top of the circle. Left side Woodward. Back up top, Kalber. Deep 3, straight on, got it. Maddie is feeling it tonight. 4 for 4 from the arc, 5 for 5 on the night. 15 points for Maddie Kalber. Pass broken up, back out to the top of the circle. Bayman tries to get inside, lost it. Lost it again on the way up, and it's taken away by Woodward. Turnover, Pointers, their 10th of the game. Woodward now to the right side. Crossover dribble. Gets it back to Kashan. Reversing left side to Kalber. Now to Kalis. Kalis to free throw line. Dumps it off left side. R tried to make an extra pass inside to Kashan. Deflects out to Woodward. She fires the 3 right side, and it's good. Kalis picked up that loose ball after it deflected inside. R made one pass too many inside and got bailed out by the 3, and a timeout taken by Stevens Point. A 32nd timeout. Our game tonight brought to you in part by Triangle Flooring, Furniture, and Appliance Center. Located on Highway 50, 39th Avenue, and Roosevelt Road inside that triangle. And by Mason's Eatery and Pub on Highway 50 west of Green Bay Road. Don't be a chain eater, eat at Mason's. Reds 4 for 7 in this third quarter. 57%, 2 for 3 at the arc. The Pointers 2 for 7 in the quarter and 1 for 2 at the arc. Kalber with 15, Woodward with 14 to lead the way for Carthage tonight. Greenheck with 5, Collins with 5 for Stevens Point. 46-26, largest lead of the game at 20 here with 4 minutes left in this third quarter. Now Bessett in there for the first time tonight. Lainey Bessett, 5'10 freshman out of Manawa. The ball on the floor. They get the ball tie up for the 3rd time here in the quarter. Possession arrow will go to the Pointers. With the basketball now is Greenheck. Guarded by Kalber, works it inside. Schmidt at the shot clock was going down, got it away. No, she did not. Shot clock violation. Did not get it away in time, so turns it over with 3.5 minutes to go here in the third. 46-26 Reds. Kashan high on the right. Works it to Kalber. Kalber driving into the free throw line. Skip pass to Woodward left side. Back to Kalber, free throw line. spinning pivot that time as she caught that pass, knew where she was going to go with it. Pointers throw it away. Unforced error there, and the pass going to left side. Unable to corral it was Kellen Schmidt. So Woodward back in there now, so now it's Woodward, Kalis, Herman, Kashan, and Larson. Gonna go zone here. Try and trap the ball on the wings. Larson back up top to Woodward. Gets around the defender, dumps it inside to Kashan. She'll lay it up and in. Woodward with the patience that time to catch that pass above the free throw line. Let the two defenders come over. That left Kashan open, and now Herman with a strip job on Amber Bayman. Takes it away, gets it down to Larson. Larson working the dribble to the free throw line, pulls it back out. Now gets it to Herman. Right wing three, that one banks off the rim, no good. The rebound pulled in by Bailey Collins. Minute 5 to go here in the third. 24-point Lady Red lead. Now they swing it off into the left corner. Greenheck with it. Puts it up and in. 53-31. 50 seconds to go here in the quarter. Kalis across midcourt. Works it to Larson. Cross-court feed near side to Woodward. In a 2-1-2 zone here. Now the Reds throw it away. Trying to work the zone offense. Kalis with the errant pass that time. Stevens this fourth quarter. John Weiser with you from the Tarble Arena. Shot taken inside by a zone here since the final couple of minutes of the third quarter. second, first on the team here in the quarter. Woodward at the line shooting 2. Reds are 4 for 4 at the line tonight. Woodward tonight with a pair of three-pointers. Now has 106 in her career. She's moving up that all-time three-point list. 54-31. So working around to the left corner. Greenheck dribbles out to the left baseline, kicks it back for the three. On the way, good. Kellen Schmidt able to drop the three. That was set up by the penetration on Greenheck's part. The defense collapsed around, left her open on the wing. 54-34 Reds. See if they can close this one out a lot better than they have the victory over Fontbonne and that loss Saturday as Woodward drains another triple off the left wing. Woodward now 3 for 6 at the arc, 18 points tonight for Sammy. 57-34. Three on the way by the Pointers, taken by Greenheck, no good. Long rebound, pulled down by Bayman. Goes back up with it and hits low left. Struggled to wrestle that ball away from Autumn Kalis, and when she did, she just popped it back up and in. 5 tonight for Bayman. 57-36 Carthage. Now Kalber to Kalis. Swings to Woodward. Left corner three on the way. That one is good. Sammy Woodward. 3 triples in a row for Woodward. Now has 21 to lead all scorers. 8 for 11 from the field. 4 for 7 at the arc. To get it inside, we got a whistle, and what do we have? Foul or out of bounds? It's going to go on Berrigan, a foul, her third. First on the Lady Reds here in this fourth quarter. At the free throw line will be Amber Bayman. Kelsey Cashon checks in for Berrigan. And Amber Bayman missing that free throw. Bayman honorable mention all conference last season in the WIAC. Missed them both. Haley R with the rebound. 8th board tonight for Haley R. 60-36 Carthage, under 7.5 to play. This time Kalber off the left wing drops in the triple. She's 5 for 5 from the arc and has 18 points. (63-36), a runaway tonight. Schmidt travel with the basketball, trying to work that dribble off to Greenheck. 13th turn committed by the Pointers tonight. Slowick and Pfeiffer will check in. Also Moran coming in now for the Pointers. Just over 7 minutes remaining. 63-36 Carthage. They needed this one tonight. Get some confidence back. They had that 9-point lead with about 5 minutes left Saturday at Ripon and coughed that one up. Get back to 3-3 here and work your way into the league as Kalis pull-up jumper at the free throw line won't go. Rebound Kellen Schmidt. She'll give it off to Greenheck. Out to Slowick. Into the corner it goes, banking it off the glass and in. On the run that time, Kellen Schmidt. Check that, Taylor Greenheck now has 7. 63-38. Woodward works it off to Kalber. Tonight, that tandem is clicking. It's Kalis who has struggled from the field, but the other two have picked up the slack. That's what you would expect most nights. When one's not going, you figure one, if not two, will get it going too, as Woodward's running one-hander, no good. Cashon with the offensive rebound, put it back up and drew the foul. Woodward with a running one-hander through the paint, rolled off the rim right to Cashon, and she went right back up with it to draw the foul. And Kashan at the line for 2. Fouls on Grace Michaelbust. That is her first. Lefty from Tremper puts that one up and in. One more toss here for Kelsey Kashan. Hit them both. Reds 7 out of 8 now from the free throw line tonight. 11 points for Kelsey Kashan. 65-38. Serrato, Greenheck, Pfeiffer, Michaelbust, and Slowick out there. Pop in the paint. Bassett that time. Her first 2 points, 65-40. Now the Pointers will press. Kayla's able to break it across midcourt. Dumps it down low to Kashan. She'll finish low left. 13 points for Kelsey Kashan. Quite the night for Kashan tonight. $67-40. Pass it, throw it away, turn it over. Well, this is a collegiate best for Kashan tonight. 13 points. She had 6 points last year against Ripon. Psych major here at Carthage. Amanda Larson in there now, along with Woodward, Kalber, Kalis, and Kashan as they battle for the loose ball off the miss by Larson, and it's cleared out of there by Bassett for Stevens Point. Under 5 minutes to play, 67-40, Lady Reds. Bassett, as she got to the left baseline, was fouled by Kashan, I believe. Nope, Autumn Kalis with the help out. Whistled for the foul, her first. So put Bassett on the line, shooting 2. Bassett on the year. Just her second trip to the line. She hits them both. 41 for Stevens Point now, 67-41. Kalis, step back 3, off the front of the rim and down. Just the second field goal tonight for Autumn Kalis. 2 for 9 now in her first 3. She's 1 for 6 behind the arc. After a 24-point game against Ripon on Saturday. Moran pulls up left baseline, trying to go over Kashan, missing. Amanda Larson clears it out. Larson now will handle the basketball across midcourt. Larson gives it off to Kalis, right wing. Back up top to Larson. She wants the 3. That one's an air ball miss. Greenheck will check in. Also checking in Jordan Ellis for Stevens Point. Replacing Slowick and Serrato. 3:57 remaining, 70-41. Largest lead now at 29 for the Lady Reds. And they work it inside on a nice feed from Pfeiffer down low. Able to finish was Jordan Ellis. Low right. Ellis with her first 2 points, 70-43. Woodward between the circles, works it off right side, Kashan. Out to Kalber. Gets it back to Woodward. Looking for a cutter, finds Kalber up top. Kashan in the left corner, shot clock at 10. Back out to Kalber, reversing right side now to Woodward. Penetrates, running one-hander to the glass, missing. Rebound pulled in by Pfeiffer. Back come the Pointers. Dump it back, Bassett. Free throw line jumper, curls off, no good. Rebound low right, Pfeiffer goes back up short. Then going back up on that miss was Jordan Ellis, and she was fouled. Foul's going to go on Woodward, her second. Each team with 2 team fouls. Haley R., Herman, and Berrigan checking in for the Lady Reds. Good job by Kashan tonight. It's a collegiate best for her. Knocking down the free throw is Jordan Ellis. She'll have one more. Ellis with 3 points tonight. Appeared in all 6 games now. 4 points tonight for Ellis, 70-45. Under 3 minutes to play, near pick in the backcourt. Woodward able to get it right back. Takes it across midcourt. Woodward to Kalis. Backs it off to the center circle. 12 on the shot clock is Kalis, still working the dribble. Back up top to R, reversing left side now to Herman. Gets it back to Woodward, wants the 3, rolls off, no. Battle for the loose ball inside, taken away by Jordan Ellis. Woodward, that's 4 for 8 now at the 3 as they get it inside. Ball tipped out of bounds off of Berrigan on the shot by Pfeiffer that time. Left to the basket. Pointers will inbound. They get it in low right. Shot blocked and taken away by Berrigan that time. Pfeiffer had it knocked away on her shot, rejected by Berrigan. Now Kalis at the center circle with 2 minutes to play. Up top to Berrigan. Touch pass inside looking for R. Finally got it. Got tied up in the paint. Held ball. Possession arrow to the Lady Reds. They will inbound right of the basket. Shot clock will remain at 13. 1:57 to play. Reds are going to get back to 500 here. That inbound pass was stolen by Greenheck. That was a bad pass by Kalis. Again, not the way you want to close this thing out. Greenheck for 3. That's an air ball miss. It'll go out of bounds to the Lady Reds with exactly 1:45 to play. Both teams will hit the 500 mark after this game. Pointers will fall to 3-3. Lady Reds will get back to the 500 mark at 3-3. And we got a pass going out of bounds. We get some substitutions here as Woodward, Kalis, R, and Berrigan will exit. Get a nice hand from the crowd here tonight. We'll get our look at Destiny Antoine, the 5'9" freshman out of Madison, Illinois. She'll be out there with Herman. Taylor Josefowicz. She'll fire the 3 off the inbound and hit. Josefowicz, fresh off the bench, able to knock it down. Also out there, Nancy Velev, the 5'6" sophomore from Wheeling, and the Pointers turn it over. So we got Velev out there, Sammy Carcello, 6' sophomore out of Glenbrook North for the Lady Reds. She is out there now as Herman handles the basketball high on the right. Works it on to Josefowicz. Now in the hands of Carcello. Back to Josefowicz. Tried to work the dribble. Had it stripped out. Poked away in the backcourt. Greenheck with it. Greenheck going up over Herman. And we got a foul by Herman with 52 seconds to play. Herman commits the foul. The 4th on the Lady Reds here in the quarter. And going to the free throw line will be Taylor Greenheck shooting 2. And Greenheck able to knock that one down. 8 points tonight for Greenheck. She leads her team in scoring tonight. Lady Reds do an outstanding job defensively. That's been the part that's been consistent for the most part this year. They will hold the Pointers to 35% shooting as a couple of substitutions now. Chelsea Van Gompel will come in now, a sophomore out of Appleton for the Pointers. Final 46 seconds here for the Lady Reds. They will pick up the win, leading at 73-47. Look inside to Antoine. Ball broken up. Carthage ball underneath. 16 to shoot, 38 left in the game. And then Josefowicz to Herman, reversing left side. Carcello tried to get it back, and the pass intercepted by Bissett. Bissett coming down in front of Josefowicz, missed the layup. Follow-up rejected. Ball punched back out into the hands of Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer to the right block. Her shot blocked by Carcello. It's loose inside off of Antoine, and it rolls out of bounds off the leg of Grace Michaelbust, and it will be Carthage ball in the backcourt. Shot clock dark, 18 seconds to play. Reds will dribble it out. See if they can just run the weave here a little bit more efficiently here. 73-47, final 8 seconds. Josefowicz pulls it back. She'll just handle the dribble. And that's your ball game here tonight. Lady Reds with a 73-47 victory over the Stevens Point Pointers, winning their third straight in this series and take a 3-2 lead all time over UW Stevens Point. More importantly, the Reds get back to the 500 mark entering conference play next week. 73-47 your final here tonight. We'll pause, take a 2-minute break. Stay tuned for the postgame. Tim Bernero will join us. We'll talk about this Lady Red victory tonight, 73-47 over Stevens Point. Back in 2 on AM 1050 WLIP. Lady Red basketball on AM 1050 WLIP is brought to you in part by Mason's Eatery and Pub, Highway 50 west of Green Bay Road. Don't be a chain eater, eat at Mason's. By Building Waters, Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. That's what they do, and don't forget they do refrigeration too. By Francetic Tax Resolution. Don't get frantic, get Francetic. Go to 262tax.com. Luigi's Pizzeria, they're on 39th Avenue, just south of Highway 50 in Kenosha. By Something Different, a sports fan Fantasyland, 6th Avenue in downtown Kenosha. By Berkshire Hathaway Epic Real Estate. By the Sinus and Snoring MD.com. That's Dr. Swerdlin with offices on Green Bay Road in Kenosha. By Lynch Chevrolet of Kenosha, located just east of I-94 on Highway 50. By Ruffalo's 2 Family Restaurant. They're on 45th Street in Kenosha. By Lou Perini's Gas and Grocery, home of Mama P's Ho-Ho Cakes. By Wingstop of Kenosha. And by Vigiano Insurance Agency. Call Steve. He'll shop for your insurance needs. by S.J. Crystals Menswear. For the finest in men's fashions, it's clearly S.J. Crystals on 6th Avenue in downtown Kenosha. By Dickey's Barbecue Pit, by the Westosha Sports Complex, and by Triangle Flooring, Furniture, and Appliance Center on Highway 50 at 39th Avenue in Kenosha. John Weiser back with you at the Tarble Arena, where tonight the Lady Reds get back to the 500 mark as they defeat UW Stevens Point 73-47, and the Reds really weren't challenged tonight as they opened up a 21-11 lead after one. A 13-2 run to start the ball game for the Lady Reds opened up that lead, and they were never really challenged. Pointers got it to within 6 late in the second quarter, but Carthage going on an 8-0 run to close out the second quarter, including a buzzer beater at halftime by Sammy Woodward, and it was back to 14, and they led by as many as 29 here in this fourth quarter, winning wire to wire tonight, 73-47. Sammy Woodward with 21 tonight, season best for her. She had 21 points on 8 of 14 shooting. She was 4 of 8 from three-point range. She also had 5 rebounds and 4 assists tonight for the senior out of Franksville and by way of Prairie School. Woodward leading all scorers tonight
instead of trying to do too much. And I gave her and the post players who I work with a lot, I gave them a direct kind of example of, the old days. I said, when I played, I wasn't going to jump over or fly, dunk on people. So I knew that when the ball was coming my way, it's like an infielder in baseball. You got to know what you're going to do when the ball comes to you. You can't catch it and start assessing. Caught the ball very simply, caught it, ready to do something with it, caught it in one motion, and laid the ball for 5 for 9.
I know the thought when we talked in the pregame too, your defense has been consistent, trying to get the offense.
We changed our lineup around a little bit because by presence, so that was a little taller than some. If we stay, they ended up turning the ball over 15 times, and it felt not because we play and press like some teams do. Let's be in the right spot, let's be physical, and let's make sure we're making people shoot contested shots. And it's funny because I was scared, like you said before, John, that Serrato was 5 out of 10 from 3 at their place last year in a high scoring game, and the only 3 she made was off or in the first quarter in front of you here in the corner, where it was late in the shot clock. It was a scramble, the ball's on the floor, and Sammy went and dove for it to try to get it, and they got it, picked it up and kicked it to her, and that was uncontested. But overall, again, that's where you hope you don't have to sacrifice offense or for defense, because Sammy guarded her to 3 and still got whatever she got, 18 or 21 or so. That's a credit there, and that we made their scorers work hard. Bayman and Serrato had to work, and sometimes when you do that, you have to live with some of the other people making some shots and getting them to have their not their 1 and 2 take a ton of shots. They got other people taking shots, and they made a couple, but by and large we held them pretty good defensively.
So 3-3 here. You've got the Thanksgiving break coming up, and then you've got conference play starting on Wednesday. So it gets right back into the blender here. You'll be at Elmhurst on Wednesday night.
Yeah, and kind of reset here, and the way we'd been playing, this is a good one to jump off and enjoy the couple days off. The way we'd been playing, I was really excited to reset the odometer or whatever you call it for your schedule or record, and reset it to the conference 0-0, because we hadn't played our best of the 6 games. But tonight hopefully is a springboard to where we can storm ahead and make sure we're ready to play at Elmhurst next Wednesday.
Big one too, because your next 3 are on the road. At Elmhurst Wednesday, a 7 o'clock tip down at Faginal Hall. Then it's down to Bloomington, a tough matchup with Illinois Wesleyan, who's off to a 4-1 start. And then you've got a non-conference game after finals on Sunday, December 15th at the University of Chicago.
Yeah, and those are going to be really competitive games. Wesleyan and Chicago right now are ranked teams. I mean, Elmhurst is, they're in the same boat. They're a little younger. They're not ranked yet or anything like that, but they're trying to get their footing. They've had a few injuries, and that's what's always tricky. You try to assume, well, who's going to play and who's not, because they've had some kids that normally play for them that haven't played yet. So I got a little time that we can look at some film and get ourselves lined up for next Wednesday and go from there.
Yeah, Elmhurst got it handed to them at Whitewater tonight, 111-61 the final there. The Warhawks by 50 over the Blue Jays. Milliken 6-0. They beat Webster tonight 78-56. I know the schedule is somewhat suspect, but hey, they're still 6-0. They're beating the teams that are on their schedule.
Right. And, it looks like they've played well against the people they've played. It's interesting to see how some of this stuff plays out, because until you start playing each other, there's teams match up, and we'll see how we go when we get to those. But yeah, it's interesting. We'll worry about Elmhurst first, and then Wesleyan after that. But we got a little momentum going right now after tonight, hopefully, and feeling good about how we played.
And I know you, Tim. I know you through the years. This one you really were worried about because you're kind of half checked in, half checked out with the kids checking out. And I know that always, as a coach, you're always going through your mind, are they going to come out here thinking, hey, shopping day tomorrow, and I can walk out of here?
Oh, yeah.
And I know I knew that was playing on your mind tonight.
I've made that speech too many times, and I did it. I told them at the shoot around today. I said, here's what happens is that again. We got to wind the clock way back, but we were kids too once, John. And okay, you've gone away you're away at school, your buddies from home, from high school, you're going to go back and see them on Wednesday and hang out, and then you're going to hang out with your family on Thursday. And we didn't want to have that itinerary all lined up before we took care of the game tonight, and the kids did a fantastic job.
Well, congratulations on the win. Happy Thanksgiving. You and Rachel and the family enjoy your Thanksgiving, and we'll pick you up next week.
Sounds good. Thanks, John. Have a good Thanksgiving.
You too.
You and the family also.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Head coach Tim Bernero joining us here on our post game tonight. A Lady Red victory as they knock off Stevens Point 73-47. They've won 3 straight in this series now, the Lady Reds, and they've taken a 3-2 lead all time against UW Stevens Point. So a nice win tonight for the Lady Reds. Elsewhere in the league tonight, North Central fell at home to Benedictine 70-56. Milliken, as we mentioned, the Milliken women now 6-0. Big Blue over the Gorlocks 78-56 over Webster. We mentioned Elmhurst got thumped by UW Whitewater 111-61, the final in that one. Carroll a 99-38 victory over Holy Family College, and it was Wheaton College tonight over Dominican 66-54. So Lady Reds improved to 3-3 on the year. They head into conference play at Elmhurst next Wednesday night. Our next broadcast here on 1050 WLIP will be Wednesday night here at home against here at the Tarble Arena as North Central comes to town. The Cardinals taking on the Redmen. We will have that broadcast for you on the December 4th, and that will be at 6:45 on Wednesday night, a week from tomorrow, 7 o'clock tip. Hope to see you out here in person. Again, tickets are available at the door for all Carthage home games. All students, faculty, and staff admitted free with their student ID. And that will be Wednesday, December the 4th, when the Redmen entertain North Central. We will have that for you here on 1050 WLIP. Big thank you tonight to John Voinovich and his student-led staff with the video stream. Also, big thank you to Alyssa, Catherine Kaiser, and Morgan Mayamont on their work tonight on camera and all the work that they do. These are students here who postponed their break for a couple of hours to help with the video stream. John Voinovich helps put this together on the video front. Mike Love, we wish you the best. Get better, and hope to see you back here next week on the health front. And to Scott DeLabio, engineering our broadcast back at our Pleasant Prairie studios, we thank him for his efforts tonight. We wish all of you a very happy and safe Thanksgiving holiday. We'll catch you on the other side of Thanksgiving next week, Wednesday, for Redmond basketball. John Weiser saying good night from the Tarble Arena. Lady Reds with a 73-47 victory over UW Stevens Point. Until next week, have a great week, everyone, and thanks for tuning in to Carthage Lady Red basketball, part of Carthage Athletics that's heard exclusively on Kenosha's radio station, AM 1050 WLIP Kenosha. Good night, everyone.